and welcome again to my YouTube channel. Julia here from English Prep Class. I trust you're doing well. I trust you're keeping safe wherever you are in the world. Well, in today's video, I want to show you how you can ace your PTE reading. Have you been struggling with the PTE reading and you've tried everything you know how to do? You've tried to pass the read aloud, the reading and writing, fill in the blanks, reading, fill in the blanks, and yet your scores are still not adding up. Hey, I got good news for you. There's some secret tasks that some of us didn't know that will help you pass your PTE reading. Not like I didn't know, I've always known. Wow! But we don't make it so pronounced out here on YouTube. So I'll be sharing those tasks. One can be found in writing and one can be found in listening. Let's take our time and look at these tasks, and then that way you know what you can do so that you can ace your PTE reading. I know that some people struggle so much with the PTE reading because some of the tasks there are a bit logical, especially the reading, the other paragraphs. People tell me, oh, I hate that task, I don't know how to do it. Some other people also struggle in the reading and writing, fill in the blanks, and the reading, fill in the blanks. Well, you don't need to struggle so much for those tasks, especially if you understand grammar, if you understand, you need to have a good knowledge of vocabulary. Above all, the context in which a word is used. I can't overemphasize on that. The context in which a word is used is very, very important. They also need you to have a good knowledge of collocations. That is the same word or group of words that go together. That means something like fetch water, like make the bed. It's not like if someone says I want to arrange the bed, it's wrong. Now, because more people say make the bed, so those two words are popularly used, so they go together. They call them collocation. You will see a lot of them. You see things like general public, you see things like general notice, those kind of words. They are collocations. You will see them in the PTE. They are there. They expect you to know them. Context is also important. I've talked about it earlier. I just want to throw a little bit of light to it. Sometimes you understand what they are trying to say. It can give you a clue on what you should do. Sometimes if you begin to read the sentences or the paragraphs from the beginning, it may not make sense. But if you leave the first empty blank or the first blank or the second blank and maybe go to the third or fourth or fifth blank, you might have a clue on what they are saying. There's one of these questions I will just put here now. Yeah, the first day I saw that question, I didn't understand what the dendrochronology was.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If I'm getting it right. But when I went down and saw the other sentences, I immediately understood what they were talking about. So it wasn't difficult for me to figure out the answers or choose the best option to fill in the blanks. Remember, you're choosing the best options because there are other options that you'll be up against. So it's the best option that you should go for when you're trying to do those tasks like reading and writing, fill in the blanks, and reading, fill in the blanks. Then for the reorder paragraph, if you didn't hear me clearly, it's logical. You just have to identify the topic sentence, then you look for you identify the topic sentence or the topic that kind of introduces the topic or the whole paragraphs are all about. Then you look for the other one that tries to build on the first one, and that's how you're able to get it. The last one is usually like a conclusion. That's how you're able to identify pairs in the reorder paragraphs. If it's difficult for you to know to put them in their right order of 1, 2, 3, 4, then just identify pairs. Identify the two paragraphs that would go together. That way you're not getting zero. Okay, so the reading module is actually not a difficult module. Okay, I'm not here to ridicule anyone, but when people say, oh, the reading module is the most difficult, I'm like, okay, let's see how I can be of help. Now, there's so many videos here on YouTube trying to say shortcut, but the truth is, these days, the software is becoming smarter.
Are you surprised?
Okay, when you say, if you see TO and try to use the first form of verb, these days, they're all first forms of verb that will be up there as options. So what do? So if you do not have a clue, it might be difficult for you to identify the answers to this to the blank. So that's why I say the context in which a word is used remains your best bet for you to go about this task. Now, if you want to pass the reading module, remember you begin to pass it from the read aloud. Read aloud is the first task in the PTE speaking. If you mess up your read aloud and you're looking for band 8, it might not be so easy for you to get a high score in the reading. So if you've been struggling with the PTE reading and you're very good at read aloud, you've tried the official mock, Pearson mock, or you've tried some of these websites available out there, and you've seen that your scores are really very commendable, and you've also, you're doing very well in the reading and writing, fill in the blanks, reading, fill in the blanks, then what you need to do, what you need to do is simple. Look at the highlight incorrect word. Highlight incorrect word is second to the last task in the PTE listening. That task will give you 10 to 12 marks to your reading. So if you get 65 and you add 10 to 65, that's 75. If you add 12, there it will be about 78. Or there, sorry if my mathematics is wrong. I'm talking about English here, okay? This task can help you sit very comfortably at 79 and even more, okay? Now, not just the highlight incorrect words, which is the second to the last task. You also have the highlight correct summary also in listening. Well, you have one or two of that task, it gives you like 1 or 2 marks. But remember, I would say to my student always that 1 mark can be the game changer. 1 mark can be the thing that will make you sit comfortably at that 79 or that high score you're looking for. So every mark in the PTE matters when you're looking for band 8, which is 79 and above, equivalent to IELTS band 8. So when you hear me say band 8, I'm simply saying 79 onwards. If you get plus 79 in the PTE and onwards, people that require that kind of score are people that need plus 20 in their PTE score. It could be for migration purpose, especially when they ask you for a high English score test. So if reading has been the problem, you should consider trying out your best. So if reading has been a big issue, you should consider making sure that you do well in the highlight incorrect words, because it will give you 10 to 12 marks in your PTE score, your PTE reading precisely. This task is in the PTE listening. It's actually the second to the last task in your PTE listening, but it has a way of helping you pass your PTE reading, okay? So all the modules will contribute scores to PTE reading. Did you know that? Yeah, the PTE speaking will contribute scores to PTE reading. PTE writing will contribute scores to PTE reading. The PTE listening will also contribute scores to PTE reading. So PTE reading just gets all the scores from all the other modules. Now, another task I want to talk about that would help you pass the PTE reading will be the summarized written test. Summarized written test is the first task in the PTE writing. It doesn't give you a lot of scores, but like I said, 1 score, 1 mark can be a game changer. It could take you from 64. 1 mark could take you from 64 to 65, or from 78 to 79. I've been a PTE tutor for over 4 years now. So when I'm talking about 1 mark being a game changer, I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is because I've had students that will get 76, especially when they're looking for 79. I've had students that have made 78 before. I've also seen some PTE scores where people will get 63, 64, and they're looking for 65. So do not joke with any PTE task. If you're looking for a high score, maybe from 79 and upward, even the multiple choice questions become important. Even the answer short questions become important. That's why the highlight correct summary should not be undermined. Also, the summarized written test, they should not be undermined. You should make sure that you give your best to this task if you're looking for a high score. Now, if you're struggling with the read aloud, get a tutor to bring you up to speed, especially to get your fluency right, your pronunciation right, even your content, okay? Now, I've had people that will struggle with the content. Of course, I'm not trying to throw jabs at anyone. Some people will interchange the words in their content. The content wouldn't give you a lot of marks, but like I say, marks are marks. If they've said in their score guide that content gives you 3 marks, then why wouldn't you do everything possible to get 3 marks for content? Knowing fully well that the PTE read aloud will contribute scores to PTE speaking and the PTE reading. So if you've been struggling with the PTE reading, the news I have for you is that these tasks I would mention are the tasks that would help you sit comfortably and either plus 65 or plus 79. The first of that task will be the PTE read aloud. The second of that task will be the summarized written test. The other one will be reading and writing, filling the blanks from the reading. Reading, filling the blanks from the reading, read other paragraphs from the reading, even the multiple choice questions from the. That is all the reading task. All the reading tasks in the reading. Okay, so I've called read aloud. I've mentioned summarized written test. Read aloud is in the speaking. Summarized written test is in the writing. Then we have all the reading tasks under the reading module. Then when we move over to the listening, we have a task like highlight correct summary and highlight incorrect words. These are hidden ones that can still help you pass your reading. There's no how you will take your time to prepare for all these tasks, and then you would not pass the reading module. Do not be in a hurry to write the PTE exam. Take your time, practice, make sure you're getting high scores, okay? And one good thing about the PTE reading, actually those core reading tasks, is that they do not really have negative market. That is, any you failing any one and those ones you fail, taking out the right answer. It's just about the multiple choice questions that would have that. But all those read aloud, reading and writing, fill in the blanks, reading, fill in the blanks, read other paragraphs. If you use the tips I've shared in this video, you will say thank you to me, okay? Because I'm doing a very good job here. Now, if you're struggling so hard, if you've done all these things I'm talking about and you're still struggling and you're not making use of a tutor, then that's where you need a tutor. Some people try to do these things on their own. And I'm like, if you can pay a tutor to put you through, do not hesitate, because $410 is not an easy money. It's not a stroll in the park, okay? So you should try as much as possible to use a tutor if you can afford one. Of course, you should try to afford one. All right. For me, there's some packages of class I have. I don't have the same packages for everybody. If you don't have the total amount of money for the full package, you can do the half package. I will still try to bring you up to speed so that you can pass your exam. All right. If you have any question, do not hesitate to put your question in the comment section. And you can also find me on Instagram at English_prep class, on Facebook at English Prep Class. And I always leave my number on the screen. Please ensure to subscribe. Please subscribe. I don't know what's happening to my subscriber count. It's just dropping. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my video. Leave your comments. I love to read comments from everyone. And I love to also see that you guys are watching my videos, because it takes a lot of time to do these videos. You know, aside from teaching and all things, we still come out here to make videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get to 10K on my YouTube channel. That's what I want to say today. I'll see you in my next video. You take care of yourself. Bye.